How's everyone doing? I would like to talk about online classes versus classroom courses that we take. I am going to talk about some of the pros and cons of taking these classes. A lot of people have different ways of learning certain material. I want to first talk about online courses and how they can be beneficial. Online courses are good for people that, let's say, are working full-time job and have kids that they have to take care of. This is going to help them be able to be at home with their kids and get their homework done instead of actually having to go to school and be away from their family too long. A lot of people are going to school way after they graduate high school. So this means that they may have a full time job and a house that is a main priority to them. If you need to realize that about 20 years ago, we didn't have the opportunity to take online courses and everything was taken in class. Also, online classes help a person out if they are traveling for work or, let's say, if they are in the process of moving to a different city or state. I think that online classes are comfortable for a person who may have a little anxiety around people and being at home in an environment that they are used to would help them focus on the material at hand, instead of worrying about looking stupid in front of 30 classmates, which I'm going to say is one of the reasons why I took speech. A little bit easier for me to be at home do my speeches instead of being in class and having 30 people looking at me while I'm trying to talk about material. So it kind of works out. Um, Now, I think that this is only good for, online classes are only good for taking certain classes. If you're going to school for, let's say, nursing, I believe that some of the prereqs that you take are going to be easier to take online. Classes like history, English, medical terminology, um, English, and some art classes, as they really mean nothing for your nursing degree, in my opinion, are a waste of time. Family is more important than anything you do in life. So, to making sure that you're around them should be a priority to you. If you are, if you work a job that is, a Monday through Friday job, working 9 to 5:30, online courses give you the opportunity to be flexible, and then you have to learn the material. Lectures are already for you online. You don't have to sit in class for 3 hours at a time when you can spread out how you learn your material through the week. Also, online testing is easier as you don't have to have the pressure of a full class looking at you. So taking it with you and your teacher watching you. The learning style for online speaking is different too. Let's see. Many people are more comfortable speaking through emails, online chat, video conferences, as they can express how they feel instead of having a certain amount of people looking at them, judging them in the classroom. A couple little facts. 44% of online students reported improvements in their employment standing by obtaining a full-time job within 12 months of graduation, and 45% reported salary increase. So by the time that you graduate, you'll have attained a certain amount of work experience, which you can use when submitting your resume. Lastly, studying online is less costly, other than the fact that you have to buy book supplies, tuition fee. You don't have to pay for the transportation fee, gas and all that stuff to and from school, which translates to lower debt and more savings. When learning in a classroom setting, so I'm going to talk about learning in a classroom setting this time. When you're learning in a classroom setting, you have the opportunity of learning the material with an instructor teaching you in person on a specific subject. Um, this is very helpful if you were to have any specific questions that you would like answered on the spot. For example, if you're taking a math class, then if you don't understand some of the material, then your instructor can show you on the board how to solve the problem. Also, there are times that when you are in class, then you have the opportunity to work with other students who could have a different opinion than you do and be very helpful in understanding what is going on. These classes are going to be suitable for your child, teenager, or young adolescent, as they are most likely going to be living at home and have a lot more time to actually go to school in the classroom. Also, learning in a classroom, teachers have the ability to know the students and see what their strengths or weaknesses are. Act as a mentor and guide students in their career possibilities. Also, learning in a class might be a little bit more beneficial as students get a time where they can be one on one with the teacher when reviewing for a test. The teacher will have a certain review in place for the test, which is a great guideline when learning a specific subject. Also, interactions with good teachers help motivate students to achieve higher marks. In the end, both classes benefit certain people. It's all about how you learn the material at hand. Like me, I am someone that needs a lot of silence when I do my homework, study for an exam, or take a test. So I would take online classes for everything if I could, but being that I'm going for physical therapy, then it's going to be good for me to be very hands on. It all depends on what you're going to school for. Both classes are necessary when taking a career path, but it's whatever fits what you want to do. You may be more comfortable, being at home in a setting where you can be with your family. Take your time during the week and get your homework done at your own time rather than going to school and getting your work done in class. So I feel that either class is going to be beneficial. I like to be in class sometimes. Working with other students or with a teacher because some of the material I might need help with. So either or is great, but in the end, that's it. All right. So you have